news related to Hathras Case. The journalist from Kerala and 3 others who were arrested in Mathura earlier have had the sedition charge brought against them by the UP police. The men were arrested on Monday night while they were on their way to Hathras to meet the family of the 20-year-old woman whose alleged gang rape and murder has triggered outrage across the country. The journalist is a contributor to a popular Kerala-based website which allegedly has links. This is what the police has claimed with the Popular Front of India, a group that the UP government wants banned. The FIR filed in the case says the men were operating the website called card.co, which sourced funding in a non-transparent manner to incite riots. That is what is being claimed by the UP police, that there is a sedition and now they have been charged with sedition. The police claim that they had received information that some suspicious people were on their way to Hathras from Delhi, and that's when these men were stopped at the toll gate in Mathura a day before yesterday evening. Their mobiles, a laptop and some literature was also seized. Well, let's go across to Alok Pandey now for more. And Alok, we do know the UP government has been saying that there is some kind of a conspiracy, that there are certain agencies at work that are trying to create trouble and caste issues in Hathras. And these 4 men were arrested, one of them a journalist, and now they've been charged under sedition.
I think even more important than sedition, which is what I've been highlighting, also is the fact that they've been charged under UAPA, which is the Unlawful Activities Prevention Act, which, as we all generally know, is the anti-terror law. The section that has been applied is section 17 of the UAPA. That section deals with raising funds for a terrorist act. This is a very, very serious charge, Gargi. The police is alleging against these people. And of course, as you point out, the other serious charge in that FIR is section 124A of the Indian Penal Code, which deals with sedition. Now, the police's version in that FIR is that these people were apprehended and a pamphlet was recovered from their possession that basically spoke about justice for India's daughter and was made using the same website. The police in its FIR is claiming that these men, including the journalist from Kerala, were all involved in operating a website called card.co, C-A-R-R-D, or the spelling is a little different. Now, this is the same website that also features in the UP government's affidavit to the Supreme Court of India that was filed yesterday. There are screenshots from this website that have been shared, and there are other printouts that have been taken perhaps from the website content and affixed along with the affidavit. Now, the problem with it is, and something that we investigated yesterday, is that a lot of the material seems to have been lifted, at least on the website, from some American website, perhaps the Black Lives Matter protests or something. So there are references to US towns, San Diego, Phoenix. There are also references to white supremacists, etc., etc. So one then does one really wonders then, Gargi, about how all of this can be pieced together and why that website was sourcing material from an American protest, and how all of this then ties in with the conspiracy to Hathras. But anyway, this is just an FIR, and these FIRs are filed, like they were also filed during the CAA, and then a lot of people also got bail. So ultimately, it's up to the police to prove all of this in a court of law. And it's one thing to apply a stringent charge in an FIR, it's a different thing to prove it. So one will wait for the police to also then give us more information on what proof they have, or at least tell the courts when it comes to a trial stage. But at least right now, like I said, they've been insisting that there was a conspiracy in Hathras, and they have arrested these 4 people, and they are more or less now calling these people the conspirators, or at least a key conspirators to that entire quote-unquote conspiracy that the police and the government here are claiming.